Hello and welcome to another episode in the Gaming Dad series, where we look at the change in the main rig from this to this. So let's go back to old me and start discussing it. So before we begin into the why, how and what, all the different stages are timestamped in the description below. First of all, we're going to look at the why the update. So as you might have known, I have moved from the spare bedroom into the main bedroom. The webcam at the top of the screen, you can obviously see me, but equally you can see the main bedroom behind, and that's not something I want in the background. Secondly, do with the camera, all the work I do and mainly look at, so my phone, which I use to help monitor notifications. I have the mini map, which is the main thing we use in World of Warships, and also my chat window from Restream Chat, all in the right hand side of my screen. So I'm constantly looking towards that part of the area, meaning that I'm not actually making eye contact with the audience with the webcam above. That's two things. The third thing is mainly the lighting. As you can see, I'm using a very fancy standing lamp here, but it gives a harsh light. And as I've got a receding hairline, this is making a lovely, almost shine, egg shine on my head. And I need to really soften it to actually change the angle. So what equipment did I use? The inspiration from this build came from another YouTuber called Digital SLR Shooter. Link in the description below and also in the top left hand corner of this video. It's based around the use of monitor arms. These are designed to carry 2 to 3 monitors for computer setups. And the reason we're going to use them here is because they can take significant weight, and more than enough weight for your webcam, your camera, your lighting, and even your microphone if you so wish. The model of arms I went for was called Duronic, and the setup I did go for is meant for a laptop and also a screen. But more importantly, it comes with 2 separate arms, so I can set these at different heights on the setup and not have to have them in parallel like most others. And also in the UK at least, I couldn't find another cheap provider of monitor arms where you could buy individual arms. So it gives me expansion for this project, parts of it. To fit the webcam and your light, you'll also need quarter thread tripod adapter stroke mounts. These are mainly used on video and camera rigs, but here we're going to be using them to attach our light and webcam to the monitor arms. Spring washers and washers are also highly recommended to secure your items so they're not exactly going to move or flex. Moving on to the light, I have purchased an Aperture Amaran H52HW, which in cheap and speak is an LED light panel. Now this is actually used quite readily in the photography world for lighting and portrait work. So I'm actually using it to light the back of most of my other videos. As you can see, it contains the same fittings here as the webcam for those screw fittings on the mount. So you'll be able to use the very similar way of doing it. However, I would recommend you purchase a small ball mount for this unit, mainly because it will just make it a bit more versatile and you're not having to move very heavy chunks of metal. As it's also portable, you can actually use Sony batteries in the back of it to light it if you do not have direct mains power. It also comes with a filter to change the lighting. So it's a pretty good unit. It's also battery powered as well as direct cable power. In this setup, I'll be definitely using the cable power. But it will still be very, very bright and I'll still have the same issues as my current standard lamp. So what I've bought as well is a softbox. This is a very portable very compact unit, and I deliberately bought this variant because then I can pack it away, because equally it's going to be pretty ugly if I have it open 24/7. It uses a little magnetic poles here to actually then bring out the box. Now I'm hoping that this will actually soften the light enough so I can actually have more control over how much brightness and how much it will light myself up during a stream. It will be a bit of trial and error. And there's the opening at the back to fit the Amran. Make sure you purchase one which is the right size. It also has some straps so you can velcro it your light to the back of it. So let's move on to actually installing this. So any good webcam, I use the Logitech 1080p here, has an adapter on the bottom. Now this is a standard thread which you'll find on bottom of cameras. So you take your adapter and you'll be able to screw it into the bottom of the unit. So you can see now obviously there's a bit of a gap here, and so we'll use the washers in a minute to actually attach it to the monitor arm. With the monitor arm in question, can actually, and I was quite lucky, can go almost completely flat, because that's the bit that's designed to take the monitor. So we need to actually add a couple of those spring washers, or standard one spring washer and a standard washer, and then we can actually screw it right into the bottom of the unit here. Get a good little screwdriver just to tighten it all up so it's all in a solid position. Oops, slight slip there. And now you will actually find that once that's all tightened up, this thing is not moving. And so using the actual monitor arm itself, you can actually adjust all the positioning and the direction, and also the angle using that plate, which is a Vista mount. So let's cue the music and build the unit. The build is complete. The streaming upgrade has been done, and I'm very pleased with the result. It's given me what I really wanted, and that's having a webcam which I can move around to my heart's content. I have a beautiful light with a softbox, so I can use it for other means as well. But how much did it all cost? So I got a cracking deal on the light. I got that for £50 off Facebook Marketplace. The softbox came from Amazon for £30. The fixture fitting came from various DIY stores for around about £10. The monitor arm setup came in at £34. And so that brings the total bill to £124. Now the nearest competitor for streamers is the Elgato Keylight, which comes in at £188, and I don't get the flexibility of this system because I can really build on this. However, that is because the light, I got it for a really good deal. So if you had to purchase this today from Amazon, that light's £164. So overall, that'll push the budget up to £238. So therefore, the Elgato Keylight is potentially a better option. However, there are plenty of LED panels like this and softbox LED panels out there that are a lot cheaper. You can just check out Digital SLR's video for his recommendation, which I think comes in around about £80 UK price. So bringing the whole setup pretty much bang on what the Elgato Keylight would be at full price. But I really needed that light for other work, and you probably saw that if you want to go scroll back in the little montage. The first half of that montage was lit by this light, giving really nice clear crisp, and it only darkened when it had to actually show you how I installed it on the actual system. So I hope you enjoyed this, folks. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.